Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 83 of What's the Pepper series. It's been a while since I did a review, and surprisingly, I have one variety that I'm very excited to show you. I've been working on this for a few months, basically all season. I tried to rush it, but it didn't work, so I had to wait until now to try this. So this is my Super Pequin, the improved version. So this is a cross between a Pequin and my Starr Hornet. It's a very unique variety. I'm very excited to try this. And hopefully in the next season coming, I'm gonna grow a bunch of this so that I can have more seeds available. Anyway, let's go take a look at the plant and then we'll come back and have a taste at this. Alright guys, here is my Super Pequin, the improved version. And the plant is looking terrible because I left it outside for a long time, and I decided that I want to keep the fruit, so I took it inside, and it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fruits. And amazingly, they are starting to ripen. Actually, these a few are way past the freshest point, so it's starting to shrivel up a little bit now. And I need to trim this plant down, but I didn't do that because I wanted to focus all the energy into producing those fruits and to ripen so that I can have seeds for the next season coming. So that is why the plant is looking this way. But after I harvested all of these fruits here, I'm going to trim the plant down pretty low, and then I will let it overwinter and become dormant. And once it gets warmer, it will come back, and it's going to be a very beautiful plant. So the unique characteristic of this plant, one of the few, is that it has a little fuzz on the stems. It's really hard to see now because the plant is in terrible shape, but when it was really nice looking and everything was normal, it does have little fuzz on here. So I was able to breed that into or carry that traits over, which I really like. Oh, here it is. You can actually see right here. So there it is, the fuzz there. So I did observe these fuzz on a few of my plants over the past few seasons. The funny thing is, I don't know this for sure, but the plant with these fuzzes, they are very pest resistant, much more than the ones without. So these, like my Super Pequins and this one here, and I forgot which other ones there are, they don't have as much pests on them, especially aphids. Ants do have trouble crawling up and down because there's fuzz, and you can almost see the ant stumble when it tries to crawl up and down the branches. It's really funny. But anyway, I'm really excited to observe more on this variety in the coming season. So you're gonna see me grow a few of these. It's always good to grow 4 to 5 plants when you do your crosses, because sometimes the recessive traits would come out and it will look totally different from a bunch of the other ones that you grew before. So try to grow, when you cross peppers, grow more the better. So try to do 5. You can do 10, that would be great. But most people don't have space, so that's the reason why they don't grow that many. But I always recommend grow at least 5 plants. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I'm gonna pick a bunch of these fruits here. Well, not a bunch, there's just a few left. You see how wrinkled these are? Because they're past the prime stage. So Pequins are really small fruits, and then Super Pequin is a little larger, and then these improved version are much larger, and it has little stingers too. So you see the ripening pattern? It's gonna be green completely, and then it slowly changes into like an orange, and then darker orange, and then see the completely orange, and then it becomes this red here, but it's not a completely red color. So it's almost like it's in between orange and red. So so here it is. You see how this is completely ripened, but it's not red. I don't know if the camera can show that clearly, but it's really not a red color. So there's the orange right there, and this one is like a darker orange. So I'll pick these here. So because I need seeds for these anyway. Look at that. So it's crossed with a hornet. So if you watched my video before, my hornet has these little hooks right here. So these are crossed with a hornet again. So here's another one that I need to pick. It has a little hook there too. So pretty cool. I'm gonna pick this one too, and hopefully I'll get enough seeds to save for growing. I'm gonna grow 5 of this, as I mentioned. So we'll see. Anyway, let's take these inside and try them out. Maybe I'll take this one too, because for tasting, you want a fresher one. So this one looks fresher. You see the little stinger there? Okay. So let's go ahead and take it inside and try it out. Alright guys, here is a closer look at the Super Pequin. And as I mentioned, this is an improved version from the other Super Pequin. And I was lucky enough to have some of these Pequin seeds saved. So I'm able to show you the difference between the different varieties. So here it is. This is the original Pequin. And it's a very, very small size fruit. And mostly Pequin, when you see them, they're tiny and they kind of grow upward like that. The fruits are really, really small, and the birds love this. And once they're ripe, they're very difficult to harvest because as soon as you touch them, they'll fall right off. And I think that's the reason why the birds love them, because they'll just have to peck at it and then the fruit will come right off. They don't have to yank the stem or use any force to kind of work the fruits off. And here is the Super Pequin that I bred 2 seasons ago. And as you can see, it's about 3 times larger than the original Pequin. It actually tastes better. It has less seeds, but a more fruity flavor. The original Pequin, they don't taste that great raw, but if you kind of like smoke them or make hot sauce, they taste better. So eating raw is not too good in my opinion. I don't prefer them raw. And then because I love them so much, but I want them to taste better, because the variety is amazing. I mean, it produces a ton, it's easy to care for, and they survive in very low temperature, and it's just, and also in very extreme heat, and they would produce, and while all of the other varieties would struggle. So that's the reason why I wanted to breed a larger variety that tastes better. So here it is. And then I took that variety and I improved on it because I wanted the fruits a little bigger with the kind of like a thicker flesh, a thicker wall, and look better, taste better, and bigger, basically. So all of the characteristics of the Super Pequin carried on over to the larger ones, except the tail. This is the new traits, and also the color. So as you can see, on the tree I showed you earlier, it turns from green to orange, and then it becomes completely orange, and then it turns to this kind of like a fiery red, but almost more orange than red, and that's the final color. See how shriveled it is already? And it kind of resembles my hornet with that hook there, but much smaller. So here is the fresh one. These here is probably just for seeds because they already passed that stage. So we'll try that one. So I will cut it open and show you what it looks like inside. Very neat little pepper, nice and firm to the touch. Okay, here's the inside. It has 1 seed. There's a seed right there. So you see the
the wall is very nice and thick. It's kind of juicy. As you cut it, you can see the liquid kind of glistening right there. Same with this. So most of my variety, I try to create one that has very little amount of seeds. So you have, you kind of like have a better flavor. Oh, this is actually 2 seeds. So one there and one here. So that's the seed right there. So very nice looking. Hopefully I'll have more seed because that would be a problem if the seeds are always too few. So this would be a terrible variety to sell seeds, because each pod will only have like, oh, this one actually has more. This one has about 8. So 8 seeds. Wow, it smells amazing. It has a nice peppery smell to it, but a sweet tone to it. Okay, let's give it a try. All right, guys. I hope you like the way it looks. I really love the smell of it. It reminds me very much of let's see, like a ahi fruitiness. Let's smell it again. It has an ahi fruitiness. Yeah, it does have like an ahi fruitiness to this, which is really strange. And then you detect a little heat that comes through. Smells very sweet. Very pleasant smell, actually. I love ahis, by the way, because of the way they smell and taste. So the really ripe one has a more pronounced smell to them. Yeah, it smells like a ahi varieties that I've tried before. Like a Brazilian starfish had that kind of smell, but Brazilian starfish is sweeter and it doesn't have that heat that comes right through after that. Very pleasant. So anyways, I need to save these seeds because there are so few of them. So I'm gonna cut out the seed part and then we're gonna try it. Nice thick wall, small, good sized pepper. It's about the size of the mini habanero, like the white habanero. You can pop these in your mouth, eat the whole thing. Okay, here it goes. Not as sweet as I was expecting. The flesh is a little soft, maybe because it's been on the plant for so long. Very hot. Very, very hot. Good flavor. Nice thick wall. So I think at the it's kind of a little mushy right now because I think I left it on too long. Even the orange one there is probably past its prime. So eat it right before that. These super Pequins here, I usually like to eat them when they slightly change color. That's when you get the crunchiest, best tasting, with the best flavor to all together. When you wait until they're hot, they're ripe. They're almost like for sauce making. A little bit mushy on the inside, so it's great for sauce. Wow, it's a lot of heat. I think around the less than a habanero for sure. Really good flavor. Man, I wish I have maybe I'll try the ones that are still remaining on the plant to see if it does taste better. But so far so good. The fruits look amazing. Very few seeds, which I really like, prefer. All of my varieties, I always try to select the ones with the fewest seeds to keep breeding, so that, because I don't like seed, they don't taste very good. So my Sweet Misery, Misery Sweet, there are very few seeds. The Stargazer, very few seeds. The Linzo has like 3 or 4 seeds. This one here has 2 seeds per pod, and then this one has 8. So maybe this would have a few. But anyway, I think this has been going on long enough, so I'll end the video here. It's a great variety. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm gonna grow a bunch of this coming season, so seeds will be available. So that's it, guys. It is January, I think 14th today, and I have fresh pots. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for watching. You can find me on Instagram now, so at Khang Starr, look for me there. I post a bunch of pictures of peppers there, and whiskey if you're into it. Facebook, because I may migrate to Facebook a little bit more, since Google Plus may shut down very soon. I'm still on Google Plus, very active. So find me at any of those places. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.